Alex, was the Leaf game a pretty good dress rehearsal for tonight's game? Two teams that play fairly similar.
Yes, I think the Kings are maybe a little bit heavier. They play a meat and potato kind of game. They're strong along the boards. I see them so much. My time in Vancouver, they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference. They're showing it right now. They got some elite players with the Kopitar and the Doughty, missing Carter, one of the best goalie with Quick. So they're a well-rounded team. They know what it takes to win. They've played in those big games, and it's going to be a really tough task for us.
You have to play a similar style of meat and potatoes game?
We got to play with the same kind of urgency we had against the Leaf, the same kind of compete level. Those areas are, when you're able to match that intensity or be better compete-wise than the other team, normally you'll find a way to get the final score that you're looking for.
Do you have something to build on from the Leafs game?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we played a great game. We let off a bit in the third period, so we're going to focus on third period tonight. And I mean, we played a great first two periods and let off a little bit, and they started creeping back into the game, and we've been having a problem with that this year, and had a little bit of a problem with it last year.
We don't see these guys too often. You know, we do what we can to try and figure out what they're doing, but they've obviously had a good start to the season. They're a hard-working team, you know, that plays very good defensively, and you know, have some firepower up top as well. So we're going to have to you know, play the way that we did against Toronto for the first two periods. We're going to have to play like that for 60 minutes tonight to have a good chance to be you know, in the game, to have a chance to win at the end. So we're going to worry about what we have to do to be successful, and you know, try and you know, figure out whatever they throw at the time to try and solve it.
I mean, it's pretty meat and potatoes. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They're very hard to play against. It's a lot of board battles. It's a heavy game. They're tough games. You know, whenever you're playing against them, you know you're in for a tough night.
Yeah, the team playing back-to-back almost has an advantage early on, but they can get tired later on in the game. So we're going to have to be ready for their push right off the start. They played last night, so they're ready to go. But at the same time, we're going to have to manage their push at the beginning and stick with their game plan all the way through, and hopefully they get a little tired later on in the game.
I mean, we play a lot of back-to-backs too, and it's always going to be different. It's always going to depend on, you know, what type of game they had last night and the travel, and you know, how they're feeling today. And again, I'm sure that they're going to play a simple game tonight and try and limit in their own mistakes. So they're not going to give us much, and we're going to be prepared for that and make sure that you know, we don't give them anything either.
New line mates, look forward to playing against on that wing, if you will.
Yeah, it would be fun. I mean, I'm certainly not going to change my game. I'm going to go out there and keep doing the things I do, and you know, give those guys the puck and just go to the net.
Does it feel good though to get a goal? Just ease it, I guess, get it off your mind here of joining your new.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a goal, especially, you know, you want to get it within the first 10 games, so you're not thinking about it too much, it's not hanging over your head. So it was nice to get out of the way.
Is there something about the versatility of your game that allows you to play everywhere?
Well, I think when you play in a Guy system, you're going to get used to playing with different line mates. Doesn't really matter who you're playing with. It's you got to play your role. You got to play you got to fit right in the system. And I've adjusted as best as I could. I've learned the system quick, and right now I like the way we're playing as a team.
I feel comfortable out there. I think that my condition is where it needs to be. I think that it's only going to improve as we move forward here. And again, you know, you play for you know, being in shape not only for the first 10 games but for the last 10 games as well. So you know, it's all going accordingly, and it feels good out there. And I don't feel like my body has hit any you know, issues from my foot, and everything else feels pretty good.